Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, GTR Math Tutorial, and Facebook, RJ Enseñado. So for today's video, magdi-discuss tayo ng another 15 items of basic concepts para ito sa NAPOLCOM or PNP Entrance and Qualifying Exam. Part 9 na tayo, sana napanood nyo na simula part 1. So bawat slide, i-post nyo po, try nyong sagutan bago panoodin ang solution ko. And sa paki-comment kung ilan yung score nyo out of 15. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, 600 is what percent of 3,000? So sa ganitong mga percentage problem, hindi na ako gumagamit ng formula. Ang formula kasi P is equal to R times B. So hindi ko na ginagamit yan. Ang ginagawa ko lang ay word by word i-translate natin sa equation. So 600, copyahin yung 600. Ang is, ibig sabihin niyan equal sign. What percent? Ito yung hinahanap natin. Lalagyan ko lang ng variable. N ang gagamitin ko. Of means multiplication and then we have 3,000. Then just solve the value of n. To solve the value of n, all we have to do is divide both sides by 3,000. Divide both sides by 3,000. So cancel this. So therefore, we have n is equal to, so 600 over 3,000, we can cancel 1 0. Okay, cancel 1 0. So we have 60 over 300. So mapapansin nyo, bakit isang 0 lang yung kinancel ko, hindi dalawang 0? Bakit hindi dalawang 0? Kasi yung 300, ang percent kasi, ang ibig sabihin ng percent, ay over 100. Over 100 or divided by 100. Di ba itong 300, madali nang gawing 100 yan? Paano magiging 100 yan 300? Divide lang natin sa 3. So divide natin pareha sa 3. 60 divided by 3, that is 20. 300 divided by 3, 100 na siya. So since 100 na siya or over 100 na siya, so ang sagot na 20 over 100, that is 20%, letter A. Okay? Or another solution, we can divide directly 600, or kung gusto nating pwede rin i-cancel parehas, pag kinancel natin yung tig-dalawang 0, ang matitira 6 over 30. Then 6 over 30, i-divide lang natin using long division. 6 over 30, lagyan ng dalawang 0, itapat ang decimal point. 6 divided by 30, hindi pa pwede. So 0. 60 divided by 30 is 2. 2 times 30 is 60. Subtract 0 na siya. Kopyahin na lang itong natirang 0. The answer is 0.20 in decimal, that in percent, that is 20%. Move lang natin ang dalawa and then put the percent symbol. Okay? Number 2, what percent of 1,000 is 800? So what percent? Gawan lang natin ng equation. What percent? Lagyan natin ng n. Of means multiplication. 1,000 is means equal sign, and then we have 800. Solve the value of n, so we can divide both sides by 1,000. Kagaya nung kanina, gawin lang nating 100 yung 1,000. So di ba kasi ang ibig sabihin nga ng percent ay over 100. So itong 1,000 gawin nating 100. I-cancel lang natin yung tigisang 0. So therefore, meron na tayong 80 over 100. And 80 over 100 is equal to 80%. Letter B. Number 3, 2/5 is what part of 2 and 3/5? So gawin lang natin ang equation. Just copy the 2/5. Is means equal sign. What part? Ito yung hinahanap natin. Let's say n. Of means multiplication, and then we have 2 and 3/5. Okay. So ang gagawin natin dito, i-convert muna natin sa improper fraction itong 2 and 3/5. Multiply lang natin ito. 5 times 2, we have 10. Add the numerator. 10 plus 3, that is equal to 13 over 5. So ngayon, para matira yung n, kailangan tanggalin natin si 13 over 5. So para mawala yung 13 over 5, i-multiply natin both sides sa reciprocal ng 13 over 5, that is 5 over 13. Multiply lang sa 5 over 13, cancel na yung 13, cancel na yung 5. Therefore, the value of n is, we can divide both by 5, cancel this, the final answer is 2 over 13. And that is letter D. Number 3, 660 is what part of 6,600? So another percentage problem na bago lang, imbis na what percent, nakalagay what part. Same lang yun dahil yung mga choices natin ay percent. So 660 is means equal sign. What part? Lalagyan ko ng n. Of means multiplication, and then we have 6,600. Solve the value of n. Divide both sides by 6,600. 6,600. 600. Okay, cancel this. Therefore, ang value ng n, pwede nating i-cancel lang tigisang 0. And then, para 66, no? So, we can divide both by 66. Divide both by 66. So, ang mangyayari dito, 66 divided by 66, that is 1. And then, 660 divided by 66, that is equal to 10. Therefore, we have 1 over 10. Para gawing percent yan, multiply lang natin both by 10. Multiply both by 10. So magkakaroon na tayo ng 10 over 100 and 10 over 100 is equal to 10%. Basta 100 na yung denominator, automatic, yung numerator na ang sagot, lagyan na lang natin ng percent. Kasi nga percent means divided by 100. So the answer is letter C. Or pwede rin i-divide natin directly. 660, i-divide natin sa 6,600. Dagdag lang tayo ng 2 zero. Tapat yung decimal dito. 660 mas maliit sa 6,600. So 0. And then kung mapapansin natin, parehas na yan. 6,600 na to. So therefore, 1. And then, okay, subtract 0 na yan. Kopyahin nyo yung 0. The answer in decimal is 0.10. In percent, that is 10%. Number 5, 3 and 1/2 is what part of 12? So same ito nung kanina. 3 and 1/2 is means equal sign. What part? Lagyan natin ng n. Of means multiplication and then we have 12. So dahil meron tayong mixed number dito, gawin nating improper fraction. Okay? Improper fraction, multiply 2 times 3, we have 6. Add the numerator. 6 plus 1, we have 7. Just copy the denominator. 2 equals n times 12. Para ma-solve natin yung n, kailangan tanggalin natin si 12, divide natin both sides by 12. So pag dinivide both sides by 12, yung 12 i-multiply lang natin dito. Multiply lang natin yung 12 sa denominator natin na 2. Okay? And then we can cancel the 12. Therefore, ang value na ng n ay 7 over 12 times 2, that is 24. So the answer is letter A, 7 over 24. Number 6, out of 700 examinees, 280 passed. How many percent failed to pass the examination? Okay. So isa-isahin lang natin. Total is 700 examinees, 280 pass. Okay. 280 pass. Ang total daw, ang total ay 700. Ang tinatanong, how many percent failed? So kung may pass tayo na 280, ang failed, isasubtract lang natin. 700 minus 280 or ano ang ipa-plus sa 280 para maging 700, that is 420. Pag inad natin 280 plus 420, that is equal to 700. Ang hinahanap, how many percent failed to pass? Failed to pass, edi itong mga failed, i-divide lang natin sa total. So therefore, we have 420, i-divide natin sa total na 700. So pwede natin i-cancel yung tigisang 0. Okay, cancel natin yung tigisang 0. Or may shortcut dito. 420 over 700, di ba pag kumukuha tayo ng percent, gagawin lang nating 100 itong denominator natin, 700. Para maging 100 itong 700, pwede nating i-divide both by 7 para shortcut na. 700 divided by 7, 100 na siya. Okay, so madali na. Kung ano na yung numerator, yun na yung percent natin. Kasi 100 over 100 means percent. So 420 divided by 7, eksakto yung 42. 42 divided by 7, that is 6. Kopyahin lang itong isang 0, 60. Therefore, the answer is 60 over 100 or that is 60%. Another solution, di i-cancel lang natin yung tigisang 0 tapos i-divide natin manually 42 divided by 70. Dagdag tayo ng 2 0. Okay? 0 ito. 420 divided by 70, eksakto na siyang 6. 6 times 70, 420. 0 na to, kopyahin na lang itong isang 0. 0.60 in percent, that is equivalent to 60%. So same answer. Number 7, of 170 condominiums, 86 have gymnasium and 67 garden. What percent of condominiums have neither gymnasium nor garden? Okay, so 170 condominiums, 86 have gymnasium, and 67 have garden. So ang hinahanap natin dito sa problem, what percent of condominiums have neither Okay. Walang gymnasium or garden. So pwedeng isa-isahin lang natin ito. Sulat natin yung may garden, merong gymnasium. Ang garden 67, may gymnasium ay 86. Tapos kunin natin yung total. Ano yung total nila? Ang total ng lahat ng condominium ay 170. Pag inad natin itong dalawa, 67 plus 86 equal lang ito sa 153. Okay, so meron ditong neither. Okay? 153 lang itong merong garden tsaka merong gymnasium, 153. So yung neither, isubtract lang natin. Ilan yung kulang sa 153 para maging 170? Kulang ng 17. So kung tinatanong, what percent? What percent of condominiums have neither? So therefore, yung neither, 17, i-divide lang natin sa total. Ang total ay 170. Okay, malinaw dito, pareha 17 ito. No? Pag dinivide natin, magiging na lang itong i-divide both by 17, magiging siyang 1/10. Ang 1/10 equal yan sa 10%. Letter C ang tamang sagot. Paano naging 10% yan? Divide lang natin 1 divided by 10. Or pwede rin, i-multiply natin both by 10 para maging siyang 1 times 10 is 10, 10 times 10 is 100. Tapos, kapag over 100, ibig sabihin nun percent. Kasi percent means divided by 100. So, 10 over 100 or 10%. Another solution, just divide 1 divided by 10. Okay? Lagyan lang natin ng dalawang zero. Tapat dito, 0, 10 divided by 10 is 1, 1 times 10 is 10. Dahil 0 na pag sinabtract, kopyahin lang ito. 0.10 is equivalent to 10%. Number 8, 450 out of 1,500 universities in Metro Manila are private. What percent of the schools in Metro Manila are private? Okay, so tungkol pa rin tayo sa percent. 450 daw. 450 out of 1,500 universities in Metro Manila are private. So meron tayong private. Ang private daw ay 450. Out of, ang total natin, total ay 1,500. So kung tinatanong, what percent of the schools in Metro Manila are private? So since given yung private, given yung total, all we have to do is divide. 450 divided by 1,500. So ang gagawin natin dito, pwede nating i-cancel yung tigisang 0. So meron na tayong 45 over 150. So saan pwedeng i-divide yung 45 tsaka 150? Pwedeng i-divide both by 5. Pwede by 5. So divide pa ulit natin by 5. Or pwede dito i-divide na lang natin ito. 45 sa 150, pwede na rin yan. Pag nilowest term, ganun pa rin ang kakalabasan. 45 divided by 5 is 9. 150 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5, that is 3. So we have 30. Pwede pa ulit i-lowest term sa 3. Pag nilowest term natin, pwede pa ulit i-divide sa 3. Magiging na siyang 9 divided by 3 is 3. 10 divided by 30 divided by 3, we have 10. Okay, so tapos ang 3 over 10 equal na yan sa 30%, letter B. Paano naging 30% yan? Kasi pag dinivide natin, that is 0.3. Or another, i-multiply natin both by 10. Pag minultiply both by 10, 3 times 10 is 30. 10 times 10 is 100. So 30 over 100, that is 30%. Or we can divide 3 divided by 10. Okay? Daglagyan ng dalawang 0. Itapat dito, we have 0. 30 divided by 10, that is 3. 3 times 10 is 30. Subtract 0 na siya. Dahil 0 na lang ito, ilagay na lang natin dito. 0.30 in percent is equal to 30%. Same answer, letter D. So lowest term lang tayo, makukuha na natin yung sagot. Okay? Okay, so kung naghahanap nga pala kayo ng magandang Napolcom reviewer, ito yung mai-recommend ko sa inyo. Maganda parehas ito. Itong isa 2026 updated siya kaya mas mahal siya tsaka hardbound ito. Itong isa naman maraming laman ito. Mas mura siya kasi 2024 pa. Pero pwede pang gamitin dyan lahat ng mga reviewer dito. Ang hindi lang updated, syempre yung mga general info, yung mga current events. Yun lang naman. And then the rest, pwede pa rin gamitin. Napakasulit nito kasi ang daming laman ito. Pag kinumpare natin yung laman, mas maraming laman itong 2024 edition kasi ang liliit ng sulat kaya punong-puno ito. Itong isa, updated 2026 pero mas maunti yung laman. Okay? So, pero maganda parehas na reviewer yan. Okay? So, number 9. Michael Jackson's concert was held at an arena that has a seating capacity of 10,000 seats. If 8,500 seats were occupied, what percent of the seats were unoccupied? So yung unoccupied ang hinahanap natin. Meron tayong 8,500 occupied. Okay, so sulat lang natin yung occupied tsaka yung unoccupied. Okay? Siyempre, pag inad natin yan, yan na yung total. Okay? So yung occupied daw ay 8,500. Ang unoccupied, so given yung total, 10,000. 10,000 daw yung total seat. So makukuha natin yung unoccupied, subtract lang natin. 8,500 tapos 10,000, eh di may natitira pang pag sinubtract natin, 1,500 itong unoccupied. So kung tinatanong, what percent? What percent of the seats were unoccupied? So itong unoccupied na 1,500, i-divide lang natin dito sa 10,000. Then kagaya yung technique kanina, para makuha natin yung percent, gawin nating 100 ito. Di ba 10,000? I-cancel natin yung dalawang zero. I-cancel yung dalawang zero. Meron na tayong 15 over 100. And then, over 100 na to, so ibig sabihin, percent na yan. 15% because 100 na tong denominator natin. Letter E na agad yung tamang sagot. Or pwede i-divide nyo manually 1,500 divided by 10,000. Pero pag i-divide natin manually, maganda, ay i-cancel natin lahat. I-cancel natin lahat, dalawang zero, ayan, tapos, okay na pala agad ito no, 15 over 100. So tapos na talaga. Pag dinivide natin, 15 divided by 100, so 0.15 na yung kakalabasan. So ito na rin talaga, pinaka-shortcut na talaga yung solution natin. So number 10, there are 800 trees in a farm, 250 were apple trees, 120 were banana trees, and 110 were cherry trees. How many percent were orange trees? So given siguro ang farm ay kino-compose lang ng apples, banana, cherry, orange na yung natitira siguro. Wala kasing nakalagay dito sa problem, no? So given lang 800 yung total. So 250 were apple. O, sulat natin. Parang kulang yung problem, no? So apple ay 250. Meron tayong 120 na banana. Banana trees ay 120. 110 were cherry. Cherry ay 110. Tapos, how many percent were orange? So, siguro orange yung the rest ay orange. Okay? So, tapos ang total nila ay 800. So, kung ang total ay 800, kinukuha natin yung orange, i-add natin itong tatlo. Pag in-add itong tatlo, ang sagot ay 0, 5 plus 2 plus 1, we have 8. 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4. 480 ang total netong tatlo, tapos nawawala yung orange. So kung 480, may kulang siguro dito sa problem, sa pinagkuhanan ko. 250, 120, 110. Pag kasi ito lang yung given 480, ang kulang dito ay para maging 800, kulang ito ng 320. So tapos 320, so yung orange, para makuha yung percentage ng orange, i-divide lang natin ito. Orange ay 320 over 800. Okay? So nandito rin naman yung sagot. Ang problema lang sa problem na to, hindi nakalagay na the rest ay orange. Dapat yung sa problem, the rest are orange dapat. Okay, so ngayon pwede na nating isolve ito 320 over 800. Dahil 800 ito, gawin nating 100. Pag ginawang 100, divide lang natin both by 8. Ayun, kita ko na yung magiging sagot. 800 divided by 8, that is 100. 32 divided by 8, that is equal to 4. Meron pang 0, so magiging 40. 40 over 100, that is equal to 40%, letter A. Okay? Galing ito doon sa reviewer na may nag-send sa GC namin. So, hindi ko lang na-check. May kulang doon sa problem. Dapat may nakalagay na the rest are orange trees. Okay, so number 11. The average of 5 numbers is 20. If a 6 number is added, the new average becomes 22. What is the 6 number? So gamitin natin ng formula ng average. Average or mean. Symbol ng average ay x bar. Ang formula niyan ay summation. Summation of x over n. Okay? So mag-start tayo dito sa average ng 5 numbers ay 20. So dito hatiin natin sa dalawa ito. Gawin natin 5 numbers dito. Itong una 5 numbers. Ito yung average. Tapos dito sa pangalawa, ito na yung average ng 6 numbers. Okay? Substitute natin ang average daw ng 5 numbers. So ang n natin ay 5. So makukuha natin yung summation ng x. Ito yung total. The average of 5 numbers is 20. So 20 daw yung average nila. Okay? So pwede natin makuha yung total. Yung total ng 5 numbers, so i-multiply lang natin both sides by 5. Multiply both sides by 5, cancel na yan. Ang total ng 5 numbers, summation of x, 5 times 20, we have 100. Okay? So ngayon, if a 6 number is added, nagkaroon daw ng 6 number, the new average becomes 22. So i-substitute natin dito sa same formula, yung bagong average daw 22. Ito yung x bar. Magiging 22. Tapos, yung summation of x dito, 6 numbers ito, kunin natin yung total ng 5 numbers. Ang total ng 5 numbers ay 100. I-add natin yung pang 6. Yung 6 number, lalagyan natin ng x. Okay? Tapos ang denominator na natin dahil 6 numbers na, edi 6 na ito. Then what is the 6 number? Just solve the value of x. To solve the value of x, i-multiply lang natin both sides sa denominator na 6. Both sides by 6 para makancel na ito. 6 times 22, so 6 times 2, we have 12. 6 times 2, another 12 plus 1, we have 13 is equal to 100 plus x. Last step, para ma-solve yung x, yung 100 ilipat natin sa kabila, subtract tayo ng 100 to both sides, cancel na to. Therefore, ang 6 number natin, x is equal to 132 minus 100, we have 32, letter D. Number 12, simplify square root of 50 plus square root of 18. Ang gagawin natin dito, ifa-factor natin yung 50 tsaka yung 18 na kailangan i-factor natin yung isang factor dapat perfect square. Ang 50 equal yan sa 25 times 2. Kasi yung 25 perfect square. 5 times 5 yung 25. Okay? Yung 25 ay equal sa 5 squared times 2 para makancel na yung makakancel na tong square tsaka square root. And then, etong 18 pwede yang isulat as 9 times 2. So, ang 9 naman ay equal sa 3 squared times 2. So, therefore, maging sagot, may perfect square yung 5 square. Cancel lang yan. Mapapalabas yung 5 kasi meron siyang exponent na 2. So, we have 5 square root of 2 plus, ganun din ito, itong 3, makakalabas siya kasi may exponent siya na 2. So, we have 3 square root of 2. So, ngayon, dahil parehas square root of 2 yan, i-add lang natin itong number dito, 5 plus 3, we have 8. Just copy the square root of 2. The answer is letter A. Number 13, what is the slope of the line passing through 0.23 and 0.59? So pag gamitin lang natin yung formula ng slope, sige i-plot muna natin yan. 0.23, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ito yung 0.23, okay? 59, so bilang tayo, ito yung origin na 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pagtapatin natin, ito na yung dalawang line natin, kunin lang natin ang slope. Ayan, ito yung slope niyan, yung rise over run. Or paano makuha natin, gamitin lang natin yung formula ng slope. Formula ng slope, symbol ay n, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So ito yung magiging x sub 1 natin, y sub 1. Ito naman yung x sub 2, y sub 2. Substitute lang natin directly. Y sub 2 ay 9 minus y sub 1 is 3 over x sub 2 ay 5 minus x sub 1 ay 2. Okay? So 9 minus 3, that is equal to 6. 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. Pag dinivide natin, 6 divided by 3, the slope is letter B, 2. Okay? Number 14. If 3x plus 2y equals 12 and y equals 3, find x. So direct substitution lang ito. Ang value daw ng y ay 3. So ibig sabihin, itong 3, ipapalit natin sa y. Dito sa 2y. Dito sa y dito. So therefore, we have just copy the rest. 3x plus 2, ang value daw ng y ay 3. So palitan natin yung y ng 3 equals 12. Find x. Solve the value of x. So multiply lang natin ito. 3x plus 2 times 3, that is 6, equals 12. Okay? Etong 6 ilipat sa kabilang side. Subtract natin. Subtract 6 to both sides. Cancel na yan. 0. 3x is equal to 12 minus 6. That is equal to 6. Finally, divide both sides by 3. So therefore, ang value na ng x ay equal sa 6 divided by 3. The answer is 2. letter B. Last number, number 15, calculate 2 to the 0 plus 2 to the 1 plus 2 squared plus 2 cubed. Ang gagawin lang natin ay i-evaluate natin isa-isa. Okay? Yung exponent, yan yung nagsasabi kung ilang beses yung base natin as factor. 2 to the 0, any number raised to 0, the answer is 1. Plus 2 to the 1, equal lang yan sa 2. Isa dapat, isang factor ng 2, di 2 lang. Yung 2 squared, ibig sabihin ng 2 squared, dalawang factor ng 2, so 2 times 2. Plus 2 cube, ibig sabihin tatlong factor ng 2. So we have 2 times 2 times 2. Evaluate natin. We have 1 plus 2 plus 2 times 2, we have 4 plus 2 times 2 times 2, we have 8. Pag inad natin, pag-partnerin natin ito, 2 plus 8, that is 10. 1 plus 4 is 5. Therefore, the answer is 15, letter B. That's all. So thank you for watching. I hope may natutunan kayo sa video na ito. Kung meron kayong question ay i-comment nyo lang dito or i-PM nyo ako sa aking messenger, RJ Enseñado. So good luck sa lahat na nagre-review. Bye-bye and God bless.